So let's continue with no caching. What is no caching, right? These are performance anti-patterns, right? What we are looking into right now. So no caching. Okay. So no caching anti-pattern occurs when a cloud application that handles many concurrent requests repeatedly fetches the same data. So no caching means we are not doing any caching, which means that whenever this is type of anti-pattern. So when a cloud application that is deployed on a cloud is a cloud application that handles many concurrent requests. If there are n number of concurrent requests that try to fetch the same data. If it is trying to retrieve F1 data, this is also trying to retrieve the same data, right? So this can reduce the performance and scalability of the same type of data we need to pass again and again for different users, which will have performance degradation. Okay. So when data is not cached, it can cause a number of undesired behaviors. Of course, when data is not cached, this can happen. The first is what are the points that can affect, right? Repeatedly fetching the same information from a resource that is expensive to access in terms of input output, overhead, or latency. So if you are trying to fetch the same information. Second is what? Repeatedly constructing the same objects or data structure for multiple requests. Okay, so if we are fetching, if there is any request, we are going to our DB from our server, of course. It is understandable, right? And we are constructing some object from the DB, taking some values and constructing the same object. And this is happening again and again. This can also cause some performance issue. So that's why cache is preferred. Now third is making excessive calls to a remote service that has a service quota and throttles clients past a certain limit. So let's suppose that you have implemented AI on your application, and AI is OpenAI is ChatGPT 4. OpenAI, there is 5 as well. So let's say OpenAI Chat GPT version 5.2. So if you are using it and we are having requests to create an image, right? Or not create an image, but response, like we are trying to ask what is meaning of anti-patterns. Okay. So we are trying to ask it again and again. The same question. What we can do, we can cache it. We can cache the response from the GPT in our cache, which can be Redis or Memcache, and save it. Okay, that way it can help us to increase the performance of our server. So that can be one approach, but of course having multiple requests to OpenAI, that can cost us some. If there is any limit to it, then it can cause us performance issues. And now let's look into monitoring. The next topic is monitoring.